Hello and welcome to our special show, Election Exchange. I'm Parikshit Luthra. 58 seats across 8 states and union territories go to polls today amid a severe heat wave alert across North India. While Haryana and Delhi voted in a single phase, 26 seats in the Hindi heartland of UP, Jharkhand, Bihar went to polls as well. Voting also took place for 8 seats in West Bengal and 6 seats in Odisha. The BJP had won 40 of these seats in the last general election. The principal opposition party, Congress, did not win any. Post today's 486 seats would have completed polling. The remaining 57 will go to polls next Saturday. Meanwhile, the Election Commission published the constituency-wise voter turnout data for the first 5 phases. Approximately over 50 crore 71 lakh votes were cast. The average turnout is at around 66% in the country. Now first, let's turn the spotlight on the national capital. Voting was held across all 7 Delhi Lok Sabha seats. The BJP had won all of them in 2019. However, this time the party had changed 6 of their 7 sitting MPs. The AAP and the Congress, which had contested solo last time, are in an alliance. The Met Department had issued a yellow alert for Delhi, forecasting temperature to soar above 44 degrees Celsius. Shifting focus to Haryana, where 10 Lok Sabha constituencies and 1 assembly seat go to polls today. While the BJP is contesting on all 10 seats, the Congress is contesting 9. The Aam Aadmi Party, which is in an alliance with the Congress, is contesting 1. Virendra Chaudhary gets us the latest from Rohtak on the key constituencies from battleground Haryana.
हरियाणा में लोकसभा की 10 सीटें हैं। अगर 2019 की बात करें तो सभी पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी ने जीत दर्ज की थी, लेकिन इस बार मिजाज पब्लिक का वैसा नहीं है जैसा 2019 का था। रोहतक सीट काफी हॉट सीट मानी जाती है, जो कि कांग्रेस पार्टी पिछली बार गंवा गई महज 7,500 वोटों से, लेकिन इस बार कांग्रेस पार्टी को यहां से बढ़त मिलती नजर आ रही है। इसके अलावा करनाल सीट ऐसी है जहां पर भारतीय जनता पार्टी को बढ़त मिलती नजर आ रही है और एक गुरुग्राम सीट जिस पर राव इंद्रजीत चुनाव लड़ रहे हैं। इससे पहले भी वो 2 बार कांग्रेस पार्टी की टिकट पर चुनाव जीते थे, 2 बार भारतीय जनता पार्टी, इस बार फिर से भारतीय जनता पार्टी की टिकट पर मैदान में है, वो भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को मिलती नजर आ रही है। बाकी 7 सीटें काफी क्लोज फाइट में है। अगर कुरुक्षेत्र की हम बात करें तो कुरुक्षेत्र पर इंडिया गठबंधन का प्रत्याशी है, वहां काफी क्लोज फाइट है। इसके अलावा अंबाला, सिरसा, हिसार, भिवानी, महेंद्रगढ़ और फरीदाबाद ऐसी सीटें हैं। और इसके अलावा सोनीपत की भी अगर बात करें तो ये इन सब में काफी क्लोज फाइट है। यानी कि हरियाणा इस बार 2019 जैसा बदलाव शायद हरियाणा के अंदर नहीं दिखाई पड़ेगा। इस बार हरियाणा में दोनों पार्टियां आमने सामने की फाइट में है, नतीजा कुछ भी हो सकता है।
And joining me now to discuss this further are Gopal Krishna Agarwal of the BJP. We're also joined by Congress spokesperson Mahima Singh, senior journalist Shekhar Iyer as well. Let me go across to Shekhar Iyer first. Shekhar Iyer, the BJP had won all 7 seats in 2014 and 2019. In the last election, they won 56.5%, 57% of the votes. Even though, and even if the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress perform better, if their campaign has an impact on the ground, will they be able to swing this election to their side?
Well, Parikshit, a lot of things have happened in the last 5 years. And finally, you saw Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress entering into an alliance in Delhi. Now, this election is a test to show how the alliance has worked on the ground. Did the alliance go down to the rank and file, and how they have worked in all the 7 constituencies? That's going to be the big question this time, because in terms of issues and other things, here in Delhi particularly, we didn't see any joint rally by Mr. Kejriwal or Mr. Rahul Gandhi, but definitely in some constituencies, I'm told the AAP cadres as well as the Congress cadres worked, but there are many other constituencies where the synergy was missing. And just before, the candidates were announced, or just after candidates were announced, you saw Delhi Congress chief Arvinder Singh Lavli himself leaving the party on the issue of alliance with Aam Aadmi Party. So there are several issues. We'll have to wait and see how this alliance worked on the ground.
Right. Let me go across to the Congress spokesperson, Mahima Singh. Congress in Delhi, Mahima, is contesting 3 seats. The Aam Aadmi Party is contesting 4. The question that Arvind Kejriwal was asked a few days ago is that why was he not seen along with the Congress central leadership? Was there an issue with the alliance? We did see Congress leaders like Sachin Pilot being called by Aam Aadmi Party members in some constituencies. But why was Arvind Kejriwal and the likes of Rahul Gandhi not seen together? Was there any issue? Is this a question that you also have for the Aam Aadmi Party?
Jai Hind. I believe, Mr. Luthra, that this fight this time around was unprecedented across the country, not only in the states going for polling in this sixth phase of the election of 2024. And you would have seen that all across India, we had rallies with all our alliance partners. We had a rally with Aam Aadmi Party in Delhi when Mr. Kejriwal was being incarcerated at behest of the BJP as a result of misuse of agencies by them. So, of course, when he finally got the relief of bail, so little time was left and so much needed to be done. Of course, you know, he toured to Haryana, he toured to Punjab, the other states that were also going for polling in the upcoming phases. So the people of the country who are voting for their issues this time, who are voting against the hatred this time, who are voting against the divisive propaganda of the BJP this time, realize very well that the fight is tough. The leaders of the opposition are being targeted by the BJP and the agencies misappropriated in that pursuit by the BJP. So you see, it was I would say, rather practical challenges that may have, resulted or not resulted in permutations and combinations that could have been done. Everybody has their perception. Somebody can look at it in this manner, but I believe, no, it is not like that. You would have seen Mr. Rahul Gandhi held programs all across Delhi. Mr. Kejriwal held program across Congress-ruled states also in Haryana, where BJP is running a minority government at the moment. They have a upcoming challenge in Vidhan Sabha also. So it is absolutely not how you are viewing it. It is just challenges which were posed by the BJP to the rest of the opposition that may have kept us from coming together.
All right. Let me also go across to the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson. I wonder if the Aam Aadmi Party spokesperson, yes, Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party is there. Siddharth, thank you for joining us. Today, we were seeing the Aam Aadmi Party leaders complain about the LG, about the Lieutenant Governor, alleging that there are orders to the police force in Delhi to slow down voting in areas where the India bloc is stronger. On what basis are you making this allegation? Because, yes, while the police may be reporting to the LG in Delhi, right now everything is happening under the supervision of the Election Commission of India.
Yeah, that question has a context and I'll answer to that in the next 1 minute. But before that, with full apologies to Mahima ji here, hithartho pejorative term has been legitimized by the Prime Minister today. Mujra has become part of the Sanatana lexicon as of now. So if I disagree with a BJP spokesperson and ask him to retire to a Mujra, they can't take offense. Although I'm not as eloquent as the Prime Minister and I don't use those words. Puns aside, what has essentially happened is that by now you also have raw data and I also have raw data of what the trend of Delhi voting is. I will prove it to you with 4 photographs. This is a photograph of a BJP booth in Delhi, a table outside the booth. There are no people. Yes, BJP people are there, BJP workers are there, but the voters are not there. Next photo is another BJP table here, totally free, not even BJP workers on the table. Now the third picture is interesting. This is an Aam Aadmi Party table in Delhi today. People are flocking to that. So essentially what happened was by afternoon, BJP came to know that the votes, trend of the votes is towards Aam Aadmi Party. And that is why voting started getting delayed. And I'll tell you how voting gets delayed. In every booth, in every polling booth, there are around 800 votes that get polled by the end of the day. If you do a simple mathematics, it works out to every minute, 1 voter coming out of the polling station. Now the polling officers inside, they don't have anything to do with it. If the police start slowing down the process, obviously queues will starting up. So there is no chance of people queuing up outside the booths if the process is followed. Now, what has resulted here is that people have started queuing up outside booths in Delhi. So this is the complaint that we have made. And this is not just a complaint, random photograph that I am showing to you. There is an Anuj Nair school in Janakpuri. There is a Form 17 which is given at the end of the day to each person.
All right, Siddharth, I'm going to put that. You made some strong complaints. I'm going to put that question to Gopal Agarwal and then you can come in again. Gopal Agarwal of the BJP. Here you have Siddharth Sharma of the Aam Aadmi Party alleging that the police is deliberately slowing down voting in certain parts of the national capital, which they're saying is a trend against the ruling party, against the incumbent party in Delhi. How would you respond to what Siddharth Sharma is saying?
Parikshit, I am happy that Siddharth has not alleged that BJP has manipulated the EVM now. So the Prime Minister today told what? That after any elections or now they will start alleging that the EVM have been tampered with. What our people or party has been doing since long is just giving allegations, just giving false statement without any proof or anything. It is their opinion that it is being stopped. So the thing is, when there is an election commission, if you are living in a democracy, what your opinion is or what you think or what benefits your party get out of your statement is not important. It is you have to respect the institutions, which is the watchdog. Tomorrow they will start blaming the media also that they are not taking our issues. If the media is now giving space, they are happy. So the thing is, they want to judge every institution by how it will benefit them, how it will be harmful to BJP. In democracy, you cannot look into like this. It is the responsibility of the election commission to oversee elections. If there is any manipulation, they have all the right to complain. They have right to go to the court, everything. So first, if we are living in this country, we have to respect the democratic institutions. And you have to respect the opinion of the people. If BJP in 2019 average got 56% in all the 7 constituencies, that shows the people had supported Modi ji. That is the support, same kind of support we are seeing everybody. It is the work of PM Prime Minister Modi ji for 10 years that he is for almost now more than 24 years of his political life. He has worked day and night, and the way the country has progressed under him, the way benefit have passed on to the people common without any corruption, where the post-COVID economic recovery is there, or the way Indian diaspora has gained at the global level, how India is recognized at the global level, Prime Minister, our space technology, our startup ecosystem. So these are the things why people are liking them. They have to talk on the issues. They should talk about 370. Right. They should talk about Ram Mandir. They should talk about appeasement. These are the issues important for voters. Okay. Otherwise, they can allege anything. What is there?
All right, Gopal Agarwal, let me come back. Let me come back, Gopal Agarwal. Okay, let me also bring in Haryana right now. Important to discuss what's happening in Haryana. Mahima Singh, respond to Gopal Agarwal. And I would also ask you about Haryana. Is this one of the states where the Congress is expecting to do better this time around?
First of all, Parikshit, I take huge offense to the kind of language the BJP spokesperson is speaking when he says that if you have to live in India, this is how you have to be. Who does the BJP spokesperson think is the ruling party? Please do not interject. Please, let's have a civilized debate like a national television would like to project. So the BJP spokesperson is under some huge misconception. The BJP spokesperson is under some huge misconception where he thinks that he can dictate over the people of this country, exercising their vote who are
If
today
you are
exercising
not
their right
following you,
to
I am
oust
calling.
the very BJP that has misruled
Okay.
this country for the
All
last
right.
10 years. Today he
All
is
right,
saying
Gopal
Ram Mandir
Agarwal,
is
you'll
an
have
issue.
your chance again.
I mean,
Mahima,
the BJP has...
let's focus on the point. Yeah. Let's focus on the point at hand.
So
Yes.
you see, the issues in this country are manifold, Mr. Luthra. You see, Ram Mandir is certainly not the issue for those poor people who are striving for an employment, who are striving to, get the basic amenities of daily life, of daily use, paying huge taxes on them. In Haryana, you asked me, Haryana most certainly is going to oust the BJP in an unprecedented manner. The BJP is hoping 10, but they are going to get a big 0 because Haryana, in Haryana, the BJP is shamelessly running a minority government wherein the governor should have already called the parties for a floor test and should have seen, you see, because we have seen that there are the number of legislators they should have on the floor is lesser. The issues in Haryana, Mr. Luthra, you see, farmers protest 2019 when the BJP won these seats in Haryana. Farmers protest was not an issue, and this time around, as our leader Ms. Priyanka Gandhi Vadra said, that like they did not allow you in Delhi, this time don't allow them in Haryana, and that is what is going to be the fate of the BJP, the poor fate of the BJP in Haryana, because farmers have not forgotten the bullets pelted on them. They have not forgotten the tear gas they were subjected to.
Let me get in a quick word. Let me get in a quick word from Gopal Agarwal and also Siddharth from the Aam Aadmi Party and Shekhar Iyer. Gopal Agarwal, would you agree that Haryana is going to be a tough fight this time around? The Manohar Lal Khattar CM post had to be replaced. You had to bring in Naib Singh Saini at the last moment. Your alliance had broken. Also, the BJP was counting somehow on the Jat, non-Jat divide. We hear from reports that has not materialized. There is also an issue about the Agniveer scheme, price rise, unemployment, farmers' protest. Do you think this is a difficult cocktail in Haryana?
Parikshit, I think every election is a challenge and every state is a challenge for us. We take this election as an opportunity to communicate with the people and understand their aspirations, their feeling, their concerns, all things are there. And every time there will be several positive factors and there are several negative factors also. So if you start counting only negative factors, I have given you a list of positive factors also. The thing is, what AAP and Congress has been doing is they think that what they think is only correct. If Mahima ji is selling that the BJP Haryana government is in minority, why they can't call for a vote of confidence in the state assembly? There are constitutional procedures. There are institutions. They don't respect those procedures. They don't want to follow those constitutional procedures. No respect for those issues, and only blaming through their imaginations that BJP will do this. In democracy, people's voice and people's support is an important factor at this time. It is the election period. Politically, on the issues you discuss, if the people respect your policies and vote for you, then the opposition will have to also respect them. If there is a chief minister of BJP or if there is a prime minister of BJP, will not the opposition respect him? Or they will, through their imagination, will start saying that he has gone into minority. So there is a procedure to prove the minority. So the thing is, Haryana under Khattarji has seen the development, road, infrastructure, employment generation, economic concerns are addressed. There are issues in some of the challenges of employment. This is not the first time that these challenges are being faced by the country. How we are trying to resolve is an important. We are supporting the manufacturing sector. We are supporting the production-linked incentive scheme. We have got Vishwakarma schemes to support 18 small businesses, street vendors schemes. So these are important. People understand. Right. Our democracy has matured. People understand those things and then they vote. And they don't vote only on
Siddharth Sharma.
Congress or AAP.
All right, Siddharth Sharma, let me come across to you. Now, when it comes to investments, there have been a lot of investments which have come into the country over the last 10 years. If you speak about Haryana specifically, Maruti has made a big commitment for investment in Kharkhoda, where they will set up a new plant. Hyundai Motors has made a big commitment in Gurugram and Haryana as well. So those investments are happening. But the question that I'm asking, and this is something that the Prime Minister has raised very recently, that the opposition, if elected, will have 5 prime ministers in 5 years. When people vote and when it is a national election, of course, who is the PM face counts a lot. Do you think that is somewhere the alliance, the India alliance, falls weak? Is that a question which the Aam Aadmi Party also finds it difficult to answer? And perhaps that's why Arvind Kejriwal did not share the dais with Rahul Gandhi.
Well, you have asked me 3 questions, so I hope you'll give me time to answer all the 3. A simple fact that Mr. Narendra Modi and Mr. Amit Shah do not address any joint rallies simply because both of them are star campaigners. And rather than being in one rally, it is better to go and attend 2 rallies.
But they are from the same party.
Rallies. Yeah, exactly. Team India is also same party. That's why Rahul Gandhi ji goes somewhere else and Arvind Kejriwal goes somewhere else. It's as simple as that. The second part about Maruti investment, etc. I'll give you a small analogy. Can I keep you hungry for 3 days continuously and just once a day I give you one very sweet and very tasty rasgulla and you say, and can I claim that I'm giving you a very sweet and very nice rasgulla from Haldiram's, but I'll keep you hungry for the whole day. The data of Haryana says that there is massive 10% unemployment, and the simple reason being that manufacturing sector is going down and construction sector is going up. The agricultural MSP is not there. So there is enough data in Haryana that islands of excellence do not make do not bring any big benefit to other people who are not part of those islands. Now, I'll try to simplify why BJP is getting stuck with these things. There is something called as a terms of reference. When I send my kid to school, I send him for the studies. I do not send my kid to school to get spanked by the teacher. BJP sees power as power to punish, whereas people see power as a means of getting service. I think BJP did not understand this. In the last mandate, it interpreted it wrongly. And that is why in Delhi, it is losing 7-0. And since I am from Aam Aadmi Party and neighboring Kurukshetra falls under me, India Alliance, including Kurukshetra, is winning 8-0 in Delhi and Kurukshetra, and BJP last time, whatever it has got, it's like cricket. You know, Parikshit, it's like cricket. You cannot say that in the last match, whatever was scored is going to be get repeated in the next match. So essentially what has happened is that BJP forgot the terms of reference for which a mandate was given to it. The terms of reference for BJP getting a humongous mandate last time in 2019 was that people thought that BJP is going to serve. BJP misinterpreted the entire mandate and went ahead and saw power as something to punish. And that is the key element, that is the key mistake that BJP has done. And that is why today the Prime Minister using pejorative terms totally outside the lexicon of any civilized debate essentially shows that the cat is amongst the pigeons.
All right.
The Prime Minister is like a cat
now,
in a hot tin.
Clearly, Siddharth, we're running out of time on this segment. One thing is for sure, and this is something that the opposition has been raising everywhere, the issue of inflation, unemployment and manufacturing. Yes, the share of manufacturing in the GDP has been a concern for economists. And this is not just about Haryana or one particular city or state. It is about a nationwide picture. And recently, when the Haryana government had come out with a policy to reserve certain number of jobs in the private sector as well for people from who are domiciled in Haryana, that has been something that had been opposed by the industry in a big way. But of course, there can be other issues. We have to take a short break. We'll request our guests to stay with us. I'll be returning to Shekhar Iyer in just a bit. When we return, we'll get you the focus on the Hindi heartland of Uttar Pradesh, Bihar and Jharkhand. Welcome back. Let's now shift our focus to the Hindi heartland. The BJP bastion, 26 seats in the states of UP, Bihar and Jharkhand went to polls today. 14 seats in UP, including crucial seats in eastern UP, went to polls. This includes seats of Allahabad, Phulpur, Sultanpur. Maneka Gandhi is the BJP candidate of Sultanpur. The party replaced her son Varun Gandhi from the seat. She faces Bhim Nishad of the Samajwadi Party. The BJP won 9 of the 14 Phase 6 seats in UP in 2019 Lok Sabha elections to neighbouring Bihar, where it is a fierce battle between the NDA and the India bloc on 8 Lok Sabha seats. These include Valmiki Nagar, Eastern Champaran, Western Champaran. The NDA won all these seats in 2019 Lok Sabha. Jharkhand's capital, Ranchi, along with 3 other seats, went to polls as well in the state. BJP and its allies won 4 seats. We're now joined by our News 18 editors, Braj Mohan Singh from Bihar, Sanjay Sinha from Jharkhand, Manmohan Rai from News 18 UP, senior journalist Shekhar Iyer continues to be with us. Shekhar, my question to you, how do you expect the NDA to perform in the Hindi heartland this time, especially in seats in this phase? How strong do you think is the opposition?
Well, the opposition has tried to, put up a fight in the last phase. But the advantage enjoyed by, the turbo campaign led by Prime Minister Modi as well as Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has definitely seen the BJP, getting advantage in many constituencies in Uttar Pradesh. So also in this phase. Yes, there are local issues. We have seen some energy coming to the campaign led by Akhilesh Yadav, who has also addressed some joint campaigns with Rahul Gandhi. But will this all able to reverse what the BJP has already gained because of sustained campaigning and sustained planning, both by Yogi ji as well as by the Prime Minister and Amit Shah? So Uttar Pradesh is a difficult place. Of course, in Jharkhand, like in Delhi, they are making the issue of Hemant Soren's arrest kind of a victimization of a tribal leader. I do not know how much of traction this will have, but the BJP definitely feels that they will be able to, win, if not as many seats as last time, but the losses will be very minimal. Correction.
Right. Thank you very much, Shekhar Iyer, for joining us. Let me get in our editors, Manmohan Rai from News 18 UP. Manmohan Rai, thank you very much. We appreciate the fact that you joined us on a busy day, and we appreciate the fact that all our editors joined us. Manmohan, first to you, how do you think the voting trends have been in Uttar Pradesh today? What are some of the big highlights that you'd like to share with us?
The voting percentage has been pretty good. It has shown some improvement as compared to the last 2-3 phases. Right now, as we speak, it is about 52-53%. The last figures that came out at 5 o'clock, and we by the end of the day, I think it would be around 60%. So the voting percentage is likely to be good this time as compared to the last 2-3 phases. And obviously, this phase is one of the last 2 phases, the 6th phase and 7th phase of the UP elections. This is the belt in the eastern part of UP. This is the belt where, the opposition and the BJP are locked in a keen contest in some seats. The last 2 phases, in the 2019 election also, the BJP lost a couple of seats in this belt and the opposition did slightly better. Obviously, the BJP has an upper hand in the last 2 phases, including this phase.
All right. संजय सिन्हा हमें झारखंड से ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं. संजय, 4 सीट्स झारखंड में है जहां वोटिंग हुई है आज. 3 बीजेपी ने जीती थी, 1 ऑल झारखंड स्टूडेंट्स यूनियन ने जीती थी 2019 में. इस वक्त हेमंत सोरेन के जेल में होने से क्या फर्क पड़ा है कैंपेन में? कितना बड़ा टॉकिंग पॉइंट है ये?
देखिए, हेमंत सोरेन के जेल में होने की वजह से बहुत फर्क पड़ा है, क्योंकि हेमंत सोरेन अपनी पार्टी के न सिर्फ झारखंड में इंडी गठबंधन के जेएमएम के भी स्टार प्रचारक थे और माना जा रहा था कि अगर हाईकोर्ट से उन्हें अनुमति मिलती, सुप्रीम कोर्ट तक वो गए थे, अगर उन्हें अनुमति जो यहाँ पर झारखंड में चुनाव प्रचार करने को लेकर, क्योंकि उन्होंने अरविंद केजरीवाल की तर्ज पर मांगा था कि उन्हें भी अंतरिम जमानत दी जाए ताकि वो चुनाव प्रचार कर सके, लेकिन कोर्ट ने उन्हें वह राहत नहीं दी. लेकिन अब माना जा रहा है कि चूंकि उनकी जिम्मेदारी अब उनकी पत्नी कल्पना सोरेन ने संभाल ली, कल्पना सोरेन भी जहां जा रही है उन्हें अच्छा रिस्पांस मिल रहा है। मतलब कि हेमंत सोरेन की ओर से जिस कमी की बात कही जा रही थी कि प्रचार में जो कमी हेमंत सोरेन की तरफ से जो खालीपन सूनापन होगा, उस सूनापन को काफी हद तक कल्पना सोरेन ने भरने की कोशिश की है। लेकिन अगर आज बात करें चुनाव की कि झारखंड में खासकर जिन 4 जगहों पर चुनाव हुआ, खासकर रांची की बात करें तो अभी तक जो आंकड़े शाम 5 बजे तक हमारे पास आए हैं वो आंकड़े हैं 58.73 58.73%, जो कि इंप्रूव हो सकता है। और थोड़ी देर बाद जो फ्रेश आंकड़ा आएगा तो ये आंकड़े में 2-3% की बढ़ोतरी आप देख सकते हैं। लेकिन बात करें कि रांची में आज कई वीआईपी लोगों ने आज एक अपना पोलिंग किया। महेंद्र सिंह धोनी भी थे उसमें, चूंकि पॉलिटिकल से अलग फेस की बात करें तो धोनी पहुंचे थे, उसी स्कूल में मतदान करने पहुंचे थे जहां उन्होंने पढ़ाई की थी। इसके अलावा कल्पना सोरेन ने वोटिंग की, दोनों प्रत्याशियों ने वोटिंग की, जो कि कांग्रेस के माना जा रहा है कि रांची लोकसभा सीट पर कुछ 27 प्रत्याशी हैं, लेकिन 27 प्रत्याशी में जो सीधा मुकाबला है वो मुकाबला बीजेपी प्रत्याशी संजय सेठ और कांग्रेस प्रत्याशी अश्विनी सहाय के बीच में है। और खासकर रूरल इलाके में आज अगर हम दोनों का ये जो परसेंटेज आ रहा है वो परसेंटेज दरअसल एक बड़ी सीख है कि रूरल इलाके आज भी झारखंड में ज्यादा बढ़ चढ़ कर वोट कर रहे हैं। हम जहां भी रूरल इलाके में गए वहां हमने देखा कि महिलाओं की लंबी कतार है, पुरुषों की लंबी कतार। लेकिन शहर में लोग मतदान करने सुबह में निकले जब हल्की ठंडक थी, ठंडी हवाएं चल रही थी, लेकिन जैसे ही तीखी धूप हुई मतदान केंद्रों पर वोटर्स का आना बंद होता गया। लेकिन शाम में 3 बजे के बाद हालांकि कुछ लोग निकले, लिहाजा वोटिंग परसेंटेज की बात करें, हालांकि जो मतदान कर्मी है वो बता रहे हैं कि नहीं ऐसी बात नहीं है, बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग हैं जो यहाँ से चले गए, बाहर में कहीं मतदान करते हैं, क्योंकि अभी भी फ्रेश जो है कहने का मतलब कि बहुत सारे ऐसे लोग जो माइग्रेट करके बाहर चले गए, उसका असर भी एक बड़े रीजन में देखा जा सकता है कि मतदान में कमी है। लेकिन बात करें कि युवा वर्ग सामने आ रहा है, महिलाएं दिख रही हैं, लेकिन शहरी वोटर्स अभी भी चाय की चुस्की ले रहे हैं सुबह सुबह और शायद टीवी पर ज्यादा समय गुजार रहे हैं। जी
Okay, Brajmohan, if I can come to you, what's been the percentage like, voting trends like in Bihar? Give us a sense of how much have top central leaders from both the opposition and the NDA campaigned in this phase, for this phase?
Parikshit, Prime Minister himself, he has been making a lot of difference in Bihar polling. PM himself has been leading from the front, and today itself, Prime Minister was in attacking form. He attacked all the opposition leaders, and especially RJD leader Tejaswi Yadav indirectly, when he said, I would repeat, days of flying in helicopters are over, numbered, and soon they might find themselves in jail. तो ये हिंदी में इसको बोलो तो प्राइम मिनिस्टर ने कहा कि जो लोग हेलीकॉप्टर पे उड़ रहे हैं बहुत जल्दी वो जमीन पे होंगे और जेल के अंदर होंगे. As we all know, corruption has been a top issue in Bihar, and reservation has been second top issue in Bihar. And Prime Minister has been raising this issue in all the rallies. Today was his 8th visit to Bihar, and he has been addressing rallies from the front. He has been the top leader, if you say, apart from Amit Shah and Yogi Adityanath, and he has been getting lot of crowd support from all over Bihar. And if we talk about the voting percentage, 8 Lok Sabha segments, Valmiki Nagar, East Champaran, Maharajganj, Vaishali, Siwan, Gopalganj, Shivhar and Gopalganj went to poll. And according to the figure that we have got, around 50%, 55% polling has taken place in Bihar. And we will get definitely the fresh figure by 6:37, and by that time the polling percentage would go up. But we can say safely that Prime Minister has been leading from the front, and we will see in next phase Prime Minister in his best attacking form in Bihar.
All right, let me go back to Manmohan right now from Uttar Pradesh. He's joining us. Manmohan, give us a sense of how things stand for the opposition alliance in this part of Uttar Pradesh, which is going to polls today. What is the influence of the Gandhis there? We had seen massive chaos in Phulpur just a few days ago when Rahul Gandhi and Akhilesh Yadav had come for a rally to address crowds.
See, the pocket of influence that the Gandhis enjoy, that phase is over. The Raebareli-Amethi belt is over, and this belt is largely Eastern UP The VIP constituencies are Azamgarh, Jaunpur, Sultanpur, where Menka Gandhi is contesting. Jaunpur is a spirited fight between the BJP and the SP. So the Samajwadi Party, which is in alliance with the Congress, is putting up a fight, but the BJP has an advantage because it has the state government has performed a lot better on the grounds of law and order. The double engine government that the BJP has been talking about, the development projects that have been coming to Eastern UP. Eastern UP was neglected for the last many years under the previous governments, under the previous dispensation. And over the last few years since the BJP has come, they've really focused on Eastern UP. Last time, if we talk about the current phase, last time the opposition, the BJP won 10 seats out of 14. They won 9. They won 9 seats. Later, they managed to win Azamgarh in a by-poll. So 10 out of 14 they have, the BJP. And right now, it seems that the BJP will manage to retain those numbers.
All right, Manmohan, Sanjay, thank you very much for joining us. I'd like to thank Shekhar Iyer and Braj Mohan as well for joining us on the program. Let's shift focus to other states now, Odisha and West Bengal. We will be taking a short break at this point, but when we return, we'll get you more details on the state of Odisha and West Bengal. Welcome back. 8 seats in West Bengal went to polls. The BJP had won 5 of them in 2019, while the TMC had won 3. Phase 6 was a prestige battle of sorts for West Bengal Chief Minister Mamata Banerjee and State Leader of Opposition. Incidents of violence were reported from the state. The convoy of BJP candidate from Ghatal was blocked by alleged TMC supporters. Meanwhile, the Jhargram BJP candidate Pranat Tudu was allegedly attacked by miscreants, resulting in injuries to personnel of his security team. The BJP has blamed the Trinamool Congress. Joining us now on the program, Shikha Mukherjee, senior journalist, also with us, senior editor of CNN News 18, Pallavi Ghosh, joining us from Kolkata this evening. Pallavi, thank you very much for joining us. We have been getting reports of sporadic incidents of violence in this phase. Tell us where these incidents took place. Has the ECI commented or taken cognizance of any of these complaints, or are these just political in nature from both sides?
See, Parikshit, there has been tension, and in fact, today the phase which was going to elections has been a little bit of a phase where there were concerns that there could be tension. So yesterday also, for example, Nandigram area, there were incidents of, the TMC workers claiming that the BJP workers were attacking them and vice versa, which is why there were more forces deployed over there. But what happened today was in Jhargram, where in Jhargram, the BJP's allegation is that their candidate were actually jostled and attacked by the TMC workers. And not just that, you can see those pictures up on your screens as well. You have those workers, the ground forces were there to ensure that security is maintained. They also had to run for cover. And not just that, Parikshit, large number of television crews, their cars also were attacked by these kind of workers on the ground. As of now, the Election Commission has yet to release a statement. We are expecting that in a very short while from now. But these are pockets, Mednipur, Jhargram, Nandigram. These are pockets about which there has always been concern that there could be violence or tension on the ground, which is why additional forces have been deployed. But clearly, that was not enough.
All right. Let me also ask and get in Shikha Mukherjee at this point. Ma'am, thank you very much for joining us on the program. give us a sense of whether the BJP can make inroads in seats which have been traditionally with the TMC for many years now, something like a seat like Tamluk, for example.
Well, I think that's the most interesting part about these 8 seats. As per the 2019 calculation, it's 5-3, 5 for the BJP and 3 for the Trinamool. But actually, it went down to 7-1 because Tamluk and Kontai were seats where the Adhikaris have total control, and those are today technically open for any kind of interpretation that I would like to make. But effectively, there are 7 seats in that out of 8 where the Trinamool is fighting the BJP and is hoping to make some kind of a headway. Let me sort of link it. There's only one seat now, Ghatal, which was with the Trinamool, remains with the Trinamool. The other seats, as you will realize, have all turned saffron. And then, what is the situation today? 2021 is when by then the Adhikaris had shifted from the Trinamool and moved to the BJP. Nandigram was one of the assembly segment in the Tamluk constituency from where Mamata Banerjee contested and lost. And therefore, the contest in all the Medipur seats, the 4 Medipur seats of Ghatal, Kathi, Tamluk and Medipur are going to be very, very fierce. The violence is a confirmation that this is a ferocious fight between the two sides over the domination of the area. Is the Trinamool in the dominant position, or is the Shubhendu clan in the dominant position? And Shubhendu himself is really the mastermind of everything that is going on in terms of the BJP's strategy in terms of winning the contest. And then you have a very strange candidate, which is the candidate from Tamluk, a former judge who joined the BJP and is now contesting. So this is a very, very interesting, I think of all the phases, this may turn out to be the most interesting in terms of how the BJP performs. It's crucial for the BJP that it wins all the seats that it did in 2019 from this area. Because, if it wants to maintain its tally of 18 or go over it, then it has to win all 5 and then add the 2 that technically were with the Trinamool, but obviously turn saffron with the Adhikari change in jersey, as it were.
Okay. Shikha Mukherjee, I'm just going to come back to you once again. Let me get in a word from Pallavi Ghosh once again. Pallavi Ghosh, we have seen the Prime Minister conduct at least 25 rallies in West Bengal, or very soon he will reach that number. In terms of campaign, this has been one of the top states for the Prime Minister. Why is that? Do they get reports from the ground that the BJP could actually increase its tally with a good number of seats in West Bengal, also in states like Odisha, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana?
Well, Parikshit, there are 2 things over here. First of all, of course, is that every political party is always very optimistic. I mean, in 2019, who would have really thought that a party like the BJP, which most of them would rubbish it off as, oh, no one knows them in Bengal, actually won 18 seats. They've taken that space which was once occupied by the left and to a certain extent by the Congress party. So today, when you talk about battle for Bengal, you're not talking about the left and the Congress, which is also jostling for a kind of a political relevance. You're talking about the TMC versus the BJP. And mind you, even the state elections, which are now going to take place after a couple of years, even then it's going to be a battle between the BJP and the TMC. Therefore, it's a high prestige battle. For the Mamata Banerjee government and her party, it is very important to prove that 2019 was merely a flash in the pan. Insiders do accept the fact that she, like most people, thought, oh, BJP can't do much, and therefore she was caught napping. This time round, she's like literally tucked her sari in, Parikshit, and to try and ensure that she's very aggressive, she's taken the lead, and that nowhere does the BJP come near that. Equally, the BJP is riding high on a large number of issues. One, of course, is the women issue, despite the fact that there's Lokhi Bhandar, which is considered to be a huge issue as far as financial women empowerment of Mamata Banerjee government is concerned. They want to keep on raking the Sandesh Khali issue. Then they're talking about recently the Ramakrishna Mission and Bharat Sevacham comments, which are trying to show that Mamata Banerjee is anti-Hindu, a kind of a polarization to take place. These are the feedbacks which come in from the ground. And on first, Bashirhat, which this is where Sandesh Khali falls, that's going to go to vote. And Kolkata, which is an urban constituency, that's also going to go to vote. That is where the BJP leader's calculation is that we require the PM. So he's going to be doing a roadshow on the 28th in Kolkata and making that last push to ensure that not just 2019, they actually do better than that.
All right, let me also go across to Shikha Mukherjee once again. Ms. Mukherjee, all the seats that go to polls in the next phase were won by the Trinamool Congress. Is there expected to be a campaign blitzkrieg by the BJP going forward? As Pallavi was saying, there's going to be a tough fight between the TMC and BJP. The Prime Minister has said Congress and TMC are two sides of the same coin. They've said that TMC is involved in violence against women. How do you expect Mamata Banerjee to hit back in the remaining phase?
But she has already hit back, I think. And Pallavi kind of referred to it. But let me be very clear. Next phase, it is TMC's area. The other factor which I think needs to be taken into account is that in 2019, when the BJP won 18 seats, A, there was a pro-Modi wave that swept through the country. And B, about 20-odd%, 22-23% of the CPM's vote shifted from the CPM to the BJP. Now, this is the shift that kind of hoisted BJP to a point where it won 18 seats. If you look at, and that would have been in terms of assembly segments, I think it was about 122 assembly segments. And then against that, if you see what happened in 2021, the BJP's vote share declined. Not a great deal, but it did. But its capacity to convert vote share into seats was effective. And so instead of the 122 assembly segments in which it had a lead in 2019, it came down to about 77 seats. So this is going to get tougher and tougher now. The next phase, the last phase, is going to be a really tough challenge for the BJP. The BJP has a lot of internal problems in Kolkata. And one of them, of course, is the fact that in North Calcutta, which is an important constituency for the BJP, as it is for the Trinamool, Mamata Banerjee has campaigned that the leader of the opposition from the Congress in Parliament is Sudip Bandyopadhyay. He's up against a former Trinamool Congress leader, Tapush Rai. And Mamata Banerjee is rooting for Sudip Bandyopadhyay. Tapush Rai, on the other hand, is fighting hard because he's very well known in that area. However, he actually went to the CPM headquarters to seek the blessings of the CPM. So I'm not very sure how confident.
All right. Shikha Mukherjee.
Sorry, yes.
All right. We completely run out of time on this segment, but Shikha Mukherjee, thank you so much for joining us, and we'd like to thank Pallavi Ghosh. We really appreciate the fact that you joined us for this program. We have to take a break, but up next, we have to focus on Odisha, that's seeing a fierce battle between BJP and Naveen Patnaik's Biju Janata Dal. The Congress, meanwhile, is seeking to make inroads in the state. That and much more coming up. Moving to Odisha now, where 6 Lok Sabha seats went to polls today. It's a three-way fight between the BJP, the BJD and the Congress party. The Sambalpur seat is one of the most keenly watched battles, where BJP's Dharmendra Pradhan is fighting against Biju Janata Dal's Pranab Prakash Das. Puri is another important seat where BJP fielded Sambit Patra against Biju Janata Dal's Arup Patnaik. Biju Janata Dal's Pinaki Mishra had defeated Sambit Patra by over 11,700 votes in 2019 during the general election. The BJD emerged as the frontrunner in Odisha, taking 12 of the 21 seats. Of the 6 seats that saw voting today, Biju Janata Dal had won 4, while the BJP had won 2 in 2019. Joining now is Jajati Karan, Editor-in-Chief of Omcom News. Jajati, thank you so much for joining us. Great to connect with you. How do you think the voting has been across the Assembly constituencies and the Lok Sabha constituencies? What are some of the big headlines you've picked up from the ground?
Well, the voting percentage as we speak stands at 60% now, and it will surely go out further more till late night when the final figures come in. Because in first 2 phases, the voting percentage in Odisha was quite high. It was almost 74-75%. So, but another fact is that today there was a heat wave in Odisha, and due to this, the people at the booth they had suffered hugely. There were at least 3 deaths reported at the polling station, including a polling agent, because of this heat wave. So the heat wave might bring down the voting percentage a bit, but overall in Odisha, the voting percentage has been quite encouraging.
All right. Also, is Naveen Patnaik still the biggest advantage for the Biju Janata Dal despite his age? This is something that the BJP has been attacking him for his age, for his health, and whether he's really in charge in Odisha.
Well, that is the issue that the BJP has been trying to make it an election issue, and Biju Janata Dal is trying very hard to defend it. That has been the narrative in this election in Odisha, and that has been the issue of keen contest between Biju Janata Dal and Bharatiya Janata Party in Odisha. But if you see the ground facts and realities, as far as the assembly results are concerned and the outcome of this election results are concerned, in assembly elections, Biju Janata Dal is quite comfortably having an edge over Bharatiya Janata Party, and seems to be in a very comfortable position to make the government for the 6th term. And obviously, Naveen Patnaik is the Chief Minister face, and this is the image on which the Biju Janata Dal is fighting, and that has been the biggest asset. And obviously, Biju Janata Dal might form the government in Odisha for the 6th term. But as far as Lok Sabha seats are concerned, BJP might do well in several pockets. In fact, they had done better in last elections in 2019. They had got 8 seats. They might improve it a bit further, because in Western Odisha, BJP seems to be very strong as far as Lok Sabha elections are concerned. So as far as Lok Sabha elections are concerned, BJP has an advantage. And as far as assembly elections are concerned, BJD will hold the ground. The numbers might fall down a bit for Biju Janata Dal, but still they will be in a very comfortable position to form the government.
All right. And 2 quick questions, if I could add. When it comes to these 4 seats in Odisha, which the BJP did not win in this phase in 2019, what was the difference in the number of votes or the margin by which the BJP had lost? And in a post-poll scenario, depending on the need, will the BJD give outside support to the NDA, to the BJP?
Well, Parshut, that's very likely, because as you know, Biju Janata Dal and BJP, they were almost on the brink of forming an alliance before the election, which didn't work out because of seat sharing issues and also resentment among the ground workers, especially in BJP. But after the elections, there is no doubt that Biju Janata Dal will continue to give outside support to BJP if NDA forms the government at the center. They might not be in the NDA like earlier, but they will continue to give support to BJP on issue base. So that's the situation. And as far as the question you asked is that of the 4 seats that went for polls today in Lok Sabha, Biju Janata Dal had won BJP had won only 2 seats, and Biju Janata Dal had won 2. But this time around, the Puri seat might go in favor of Sambit Patra, BJP's candidate from Puri, because last time it was Pinaki Mishra, and this time they have changed the candidate to Arup Patnaik, who is the former Commissioner of Police of Mumbai. And the difference between the BJP candidate Sambit Patra and Pinaki Mishra last time was very narrow, around 12,000 some odd. So this time the buzz is that Sambit Patra may win the Puri seat this time, but the fight is still very keen over there. The fierce battle is going over there because the assembly seats are being owned still by Biju Janata Dal. And when all your assembly seats are won by a particular party, it's very difficult to win the Lok Sabha seat if they can't win the assembly seats. But nevertheless, the same thing happened in Bhubaneswar last time when Aparajita Sadangi won the election in spite of BJD winning all the 7 seats. Same thing might happen in Puri this time. So Puri BJP has an advantage.
All right. So as you said, as Jajati pointed out, the Biju Janata Dal has an advantage in the assembly election. The BJP may have an advantage in the Lok Sabha election. Thank you very much, Jajati, for joining us on the program. Let's focus on Jammu and Kashmir now. Anantnag Rajouri constituency in South J&K went to polls as well. Former Chief Minister and PDP Supremo Mehbooba Mufti is in the fray. The NCP has fielded Mia Altaf. BJP-backed Apni Party Zafar Iqbal is also fighting this election. Mehbooba Mufti has said that this election is being rigged and has alleged that her party workers and polling agents were being detained by police without any reason. Ishan Vani with the latest from Anantnag Rajouri.
The polling on Anantnag Rajouri Lok Sabha seat has ended peacefully. This means that all the 3 Lok Sabha seats in Kashmir division have seen peaceful polling taking place. These are the first polls which took place after abrogation of Article 370, while the political parties in the valley went to voters seeking a vote to basically question the narrative of the centre that all has been well after 370, and particularly parties like National Conference, PDP and the regional political parties. But BJP has been criticizing these regional political parties, saying that 370 has brought peace and prosperity, results of which are very evident because of the poll numbers that we have seen emerge from Srinagar and Baramulla, which have created history. Now one has to see that, who turns victorious in these elections. We have high-profile candidates like Umar Ubla, former Chief Minister who has been in the Lok Sabha before. And then you also have, Mehbooba Mufti. She has been in the Parliament and also has been Chief Ministers. Both have been former Chief Ministers of Jammu and Kashmir. A strong criticism from both of them has been there. But yes, there are other candidates from both these political parties who are seen as key contenders on these 3 seats. Anantnag Rajouri has seen a delimitation, which means that the other side of Pir Panjal mountain range generally is called the Jammu division. Rajouri and Poonch districts were brought in and adjusted with Anantnag when the delimitation happened in Jammu and Kashmir following the abrogation of Article 370. These are also the first polls in Ladakh, which was, bifurcated from Jammu and Kashmir and formed a different union territory. There was no violence and the polling has been peaceful.
All right. Thank you, Ishan, for joining us with that broadcast. With that, it's a wrap on this edition of Election Exchange. We leave you with some inspiring visuals of senior citizens who braved extreme heat and age-related illnesses to come out of their homes and cast their vote. Many thanks for watching. Goodbye.